Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going to do part 5 of the Wax Stash series, and in this particular episode I am going to concentrate on the discontinued bars. So when I say discontinued, that means bars that would have been in the catalog at one point that I know of and were discontinued along the way for me. So otherwise, probably a lot of these had been in the catalog, and like even the clearance flash sale ones, they probably either would have been a scent of the month or they were in the catalog and they were discontinued and they wound up in the flash sale, but I didn't know them. So I'm going by ones that I think were discontinued during the time that I've been purchasing. So hopefully, and this will kind of be a test as to see how long the video ends up, if it's too long, because this one is kind of the middle of the road in terms of how many different scents I have. The last 2 sections I have will be limited time offers and bring back my bar, and those have more individual scents than the discontinued. So this will be a good test to see whether or not the video is going to wind up being too long for the other ones and whether I need to break them up. So we're going to give this a shot. I know some people have already told me in comments that they don't mind long videos, and that's great. I mean, if I thought everybody would be okay with that, I would absolutely just go ahead and just do a really long video for the other ones. But I don't want to make it super long and then other people feel like, well, I wish you would have broken it up. So I'm trying to see what would be the best for the majority of people who might watch this. Plus, I don't know if I can go that long myself, but I'm gonna try. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the discontinued scents. And I have 56 individual scents in this category. So I've got the bars here. I've been trying to kind of rearrange the bars in the racks so that when I get to the last 2 sections, I'm not trying to make sure that I'm not looking at the other ones. So hopefully I got this okay. So first one, and a lot of these will probably seem familiar to you because it's going to include like the scents that were discontinued at the end of the fall winter catalog 2020, right? Because it's discontinued at this point. We don't know if it will come back or not. So here goes. We've got apple and cinnamon sticks. And unfortunately in the catalogs, they don't come in alphabetical order per se, because they come within alphabetical order within the category. So I'd have to know what category to go to real quick. But apple and cinnamon sticks, apple peel, spiced white pumpkin, and a touch of oak. And I don't think I've ever warmed that one yet, so I can't really tell you what I think of it. So I'm gonna keep going so that it's not too long. Apple and oats, which was a new scent in the fall winter, wasn't it? I think it was in the fall winter. See, I'm in the wrong catalog to begin with. No, maybe not. Why do I have, oh, it is says, I'm so confused already. It is, I was looking at the holiday section instead of the new releases. New releases, apple and oats. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was. So rich, buttery oats, caramelized apple, and warm hints of cinnamon beckon straight from a farmhouse kitchen. I did try that one and I really liked it. I'm going to throw these down in a box that I have on the ground because the table winds up getting way too full. So sorry about that. I did try that one. I really liked it. To me, it came across as more of an apple and cinnamon kind of scent. I personally didn't really get the oats, but I really liked it. And I didn't think I would because of the oats, but I was lucky enough that I didn't really pick up oats in mine, and I really, really enjoyed it. Next is Around the Campfire, which I have said is in my club. I really enjoy that one. That one was also a new release in the fall winter catalog. Make some memories in the mountain air as notes of fresh fallen wood and smoky embers help set the scene. So basically the way the description is, around the campfire, that's pretty much what it is. And I find it to be a really, really nice scent. Then Autumn Hearth. And Autumn Hearth, oh, I've already forgotten to tell you about how many bars I have of each one. Okay, I'm not going to start over. I'm just going to keep going. Apple and cinnamon sticks, I have 1. Apple and oats, I have 2. Around the campfire, I have 3. I mean, you'd think I was on a counting thing here because Autumn Hearth, I have 4. But let's see, Autumn Hearth, I say that it was discontinued at the end of the fall-winter 2020. So that means I should be able to find it in here. Yes, in spice. Cue up a classic. Apple, cinnamon, and tonka are all about fall. And that one, I'd say a little over a year and a half ago, I just found it to be awesome. And I loved it, and I had a whole bunch of it. And this past year, I enjoyed it. Probably not as much. Again, scent preferences seem to change, and I don't know, maybe they change yearly. I'm not sure. I'm not going to smell it. But I do like it, and I probably, like I said, I have 4. I used up quite a bit, obviously. So if it does come back and I happen to go through those 4, I might pick up 1, but I don't think I would pick up as many as I did prior. Then the next one here is Autumn Road Trip. And Autumn Road Trip was also a new release in the fall-winter 2020 catalog. And it says, take a tour through crisp harvest apple, just picked Anjou pear, and a forest of towering silver oak. I really did like Autumn Road Trip. I thought it was very nice. I know I mixed it with something and I enjoyed it the most that way. And Autumn Road Trip, I have 1. The next one is Autumn Sunset. And where's my little paper that I had a paper to help guide me. There it is. Autumn Sunset. I have 3, and I have that one was also discontinued at the end of the fall-winter 2020. So let's see if I can find that one. Autumn Sunset was also in spice. Apples, pumpkins, fall leaves, and spices, a top 10 fragrance. And just a little side note, from what I understand, there is, and it's going to be in my Bring Back My Bar when I go to do that, there is one, I believe it's called Autumn Sunrise, and I believe it was supposed to be like the other half of the pear to this. So Autumn Sunset continued in the catalog, but Autumn Sunrise did not. So you will see Autumn Sunrise, kind of a spoiler alert, you will see Autumn Sunrise in my Bring Back My Bar. And I did tell you that I had 3 of those. Then the next one is Be My Honey. And let's see, Be My Honey, I have that the last time it was in the catalog was in the spring-summer 2020. So let me grab that catalog real quick. And, Be My Honey, there it is. Be My Honey's in the floral. And it says, pineapple rings topped with sweet honey and jasmine blossom make a treat fit for a queen. And on Cold Sniff, let's see, Be My Honey, I have 1. And I think it's because it doesn't really, Cold Sniff, it doesn't really appeal to me that much. It definitely smells like, kind of like honeycomb. Like a nice honey, not a super rich, deep honey that kind of hits you. But I have not tried it, so I don't really know if I like that one either. Then I have Best in Snow, which I do believe was a new one in, let's see, which catalog am I looking at? I'm looking at the wrong one. Best in Snow was a new release in the fall-winter 2020s. So it says, frosted evergreen, cool mint, and a breath of pure icy air posed together in a prize-winning winter snapshot, which did go into my club. I really liked it. I think I just recently cleaned my club a little bit, and I might have taken it out with the hope that it would come back in the fall. Again, it was a brand new release, so unless it did just really poorly, I think it would come back at least for one more. And I have, at this point now, I have 4. So I thought even if it doesn't, it's not something that I felt like I needed to keep forever. So at least I'd have 4 now and I'd be good. So I'm pretty sure I took it out of my club. Next one on the list is Blood Orange Spice. And Blood Orange Spice also discontinued at the end of the fall-winter 2020. And let's see, where is Blood Orange Spice? There it is in the spice category. And it says, this sweet tart trio of candied apple, blood orange puree, and cinnamon stick will satisfy your autumn obsession. For me, Blood Orange Spice, I've tried it by itself. Wasn't really crazy about it on its own. It doesn't really appeal to me on its own, but I have tried it with other scents as part of a mix, and then I did like it. And I think I actually mixed it. I think one of the mixtures I did was with that Pretty in Plaid. I thought it did well with a tree scent. And I think in that particular instance, I did like it. I might even have tried it with like Happy Holly Days or something like that. But I did like it with tree scents, just not by itself. So Blood Orange Spice, I have 1. Next one is, and this one was also a new release in the fall 2020, and that was Breakfast in Bed. And I know that this one was super popular. I have even that it was a new scent and it was discontinued. So, but of course, they tend to do that a lot with a lot of the seasonal scents. So Breakfast in Bed says, wake up to a warm pumpkin pastry filled with black raspberry and topped with a sweet cinnamon drizzle. And I had said in one of my videos that I really didn't like Breakfast in Bed. For me, it really was mostly cinnamon. I did not really get like the black raspberry or the pumpkin pastry. No, it wasn't to my liking. And even my husband said he didn't really like it that much either. So I have 2, and I think it's because it got such rave reviews on YouTube by people who liked it, that I thought maybe I would too. So I think I picked up 3 and tried the one and decided, nope, I don't. So I still have 2. I'll eventually mix it with something. And then the next one is Brownie Batter. And this one I picked up because it was being discontinued. And I wanted to be able to try it. I have not tried it yet. That's one that I haven't tried, but that's because I have said that I'm not that big into chocolate kind of scents. And it says, rich heavenly notes of baked brownie, cocoa powder, and vanilla bean will set the stage for some serious cravings. Now, I have heard people say that they really liked it. I personally have not tried it, so I really couldn't say. But of course, just because if I said I do or don't like it doesn't mean it's not good or bad. Just means that I either like it or don't like it. So I will try it eventually, but I'll try not to hoard this bar, but I'm almost scared to, well, I probably wouldn't use it until the fall anyways, and by then I'd know whether it came back. So anyways, got one of those. Next is Candied Cranberry Pecan. And this is one, let's see, discontinued fall winter 2020. Let me find that one. Okay, it's in the bakery. I remember the very first time I warmed it. I don't know if I warmed it with something or it was a super cold day. I don't know what it was, but the very, very first time I warmed Candied Cranberry Pecan, I actually enjoyed it. And it says, classic cranberries and pecans are sweetened by sugarcane and a ribbon of brandied plum. The second time I warmed it, where I would have had maybe a few cubes left in my bar that I would have had then, I thought, oh, let me put it in the kitchen. And I put it on the little dish that I keep on the stove on the little warming zone. And I thought, oh, let me put it in the kitchen. It'll smell good in the kitchen. And I had something else going in the living room. Every time I walked in the kitchen, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, I just was appalled by the smell. I thought it was horrible at that point. I don't know what happened. I thought it was good the first time. And now even when I smell it, I'm like, no. And I think because it reminds me of what I smelled the second time I warmed it. So I still have just this one, but that is definitely not one that I personally would repurchase. I'm sure there's a lot of people who like it, but maybe in another year, maybe my scent preferences would have changed enough to where I like it again, but I'm going to be too scared to try probably. The next one in my list is caramel sugar cone. And caramel sugar cone, it says the last time was in the spring 2020 catalog. So my guess is probably bakery. Let me see. Caramel sugar cone is in the bakery. And it says guilt-free gooey caramel, vanilla, sugar cone, and a touch of malt. And personally, I can't remember if I ever warmed it. I don't know if this is my only bar that I've ever gotten or if I had warmed it, because if I did warm it, it was so long ago that I don't even remember. So I am going to smell this one just because I don't even remember what this one smells like. Smells kind of light. And I know people are scared a lot of times of caramel scents, and I don't get that deep, rich caramel kind of scent. Oh my gosh, this bar is like in there. Oh gosh, come on. It's almost there. There we go. I get more of the caramel on the bottom and kind of sweet, gooey caramel. I don't know. It smells okay. Doesn't smell like something that I would ooh and ah over, but it smells okay. So caramel sugar cone, I have one. Then the next one is Cedar Cider. And I know that this one was in the most recent catalog. So fall, winter, and thought it was going to be in the spice, but no. Maybe woods. Yes, woods. So an autumn medley of the reddest apples, cinnamon sticks, and vanilla beans nestled among fragrant white cedar branches. And that's one that I actually do enjoy. I get a lot of the scent from like cider mill, let's say, but I get a lot of the cedar in there also. I pick up the woods a lot in the cedar cider, and I have said before that I do enjoy woods scents, so I do like that one. And I have one, so hopefully it comes back, because if not, then this one is going to have to do for me. All right, this one was a new scent in the spring, summer 2020. I do recognize that. And that was, ooh, it's already getting gooey for me. And it looks like it's going to kind of leak like that iridescent pearl. So I'm going to have to be a little careful with this one. I might leave it on the table flat. So this one is chili mango. And I don't know if you could see, it's about to start dripping. So I'm going to lay it down right there. Chili mango, like I said, was a new release in the spring, summer 2020. And I believe it was also discontinued after that. Yeah, I have only available spring, summer 2020. So it did not come back in this year. I'm guessing it probably didn't do all that well. And it says, just sliced mango and juicy peach go a little rogue with a sassy hint of chili. I didn't find the scent to be like bad, but it was definitely not something that I would reach for. Again, partially because I have so many wax bars. It's not something that I was like, ooh, let me get some more of that. And like I said, I love mango, but I'm trying to see if I can smell it without dripping on myself. Yeah, I don't really get mango still. But the chili scent's not bad, but I don't know. I just, it's okay. It's okay. Like I said, I personally wouldn't get it again. So it may never come back. And I'm going to have to put that one in the refrigerator too to kind of solidify that oil a little bit. Next one I have is Christmas Cactus. And this one I have discontinued end of the fall winter 2020. Is this my fall winter? No, that's my spring summer. All right. Christmas Cactus was in the woods category and says agave nectar, which I mentioned before. Agave doesn't always agree with me. I don't usually like it. Agave nectar and citrus trim Siberian fir for a new kind of winter wonderland. When this one originally came out, originally to me, right? First time I ever tried Christmas Cactus, I didn't particularly like it, but I was having a conversation with my sister about it. I think what happened was, in my mind, I had a certain idea of what I thought Christmas Cactus should smell like. And so when I warmed it and it didn't smell like that, I was disappointed. So I don't think it was the bar that was the problem. It was me. I had an idea in my head of what I wanted it to smell like. It didn't smell like that, and therefore I was disappointed. So I kind of forgot about it. And then the following year, I said, you know what? I'm going to give Christmas Cactus a try again. And I warmed it, having absolutely no expectations on it. And I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was quite good. So I think sometimes, you get this expectation of what you expect what you expect from a scent or a flavor or anything else. How many times I don't like meat per se. So I'm not like a big steak eater, but if you're like a steak eater and you go to a restaurant and you order a steak and you have in your mind that it's going to come out and be juicy and perfect, temperature that you like, whether you like it medium rare, medium well, whatever, you have it in your mind it's going to come out all juicy and buttery flavored and just perfect. And then it comes out and you don't get that flavor. Is the meat really that bad, or is it just because your expectations weren't met that it doesn't taste good to you at that point? Kind of like that. I have had food ruined. I probably have ruined some dishes myself. But again, Christmas Cactus, kind of a side note there, a little off topic. But Christmas Cactus, I have 2. And that's probably going to make the video long when I shouldn't be. But I'm going to keep going. Christmas Cottage, next on the list. Christmas Cottage, I say that I have 1. It was discontinued in fall winter. Christmas Cottage is in spice and, let's see, Valencia oranges, raspberries, cloves, and spices. And it's a bestseller, so you probably already know a lot about it. And I have warmed it, and I do like it. All right, here is one that discontinued at the spring-summer 2020. There could be many of you maybe who haven't even tried this one. I believe it's in bakery. Yes, it's in the bakery, and it is Churro. You might even have heard me mention it as the combo scent that Lisa Roberry came up with to mix with apple butter frosting. And Churro, like I said, is in the bakery section. Baked pastry sprinkled with cinnamon sugar captures that heavenly churro charm. It's supposed to smell just like a churro, but I think it had a reputation for not being strong enough, just not performing to what most people would like. It smells really, really good though. But she was right with that combination. It is fantastic with apple butter frosting. So if you have it, try it. And I have 4 of those. I did pick up 4 because I figured 4 and then pick up some apple butter frostings. I won't need more than that. Hopefully by then maybe it would have gotten voted back, because I'm not going to do 2 or 3 bars in a season. I'll probably do a combination one season and then wait till the next one to do another one. Then my next bar is Cinnamon Bear. And Cinnamon Bear, it got discontinued this past season. I was thinking spice, but not spice. Maybe, where is Cinnamon Bear? I would have thought spice. Watch it being something like fruity. I'll be like, what? No. Okay, well, I'm not finding Cinnamon Bear, and I don't want to keep this thing going, but pure cinnamon, basically. And I think it'll be really good as a mixer. Me personally, I probably wouldn't want to do it by itself, but as a mixer, I think it would do wonderfully, especially on something that maybe needs a little extra cinnamon. And so I do have 2 of those. And then I have Clove and Cinnamon, which I picked up because it was being discontinued. So I only have 1, and I've never tried it. Was I looking at the right catalog? No wonder I couldn't find it before. I was in the spring catalog. Oh my goodness. I need a break, obviously. Maybe I shouldn't have tried to do 2 videos in one day. Yeah, Cinnamon Bear wasn't spice. Clove and Cinnamon, right below the Cinnamon Bear. Cinnamon sticks fused with cloves. Pretty straightforward. I have not tried that one, like I said, but I have 1 bar. Smells okay. Doesn't smell like something that I'm going to be super crazy about, though. Next one is Cozy Cardigan, which this is one that is a favorite among people. I think it's like gone away, come back, that kind of thing. And now they even have it in the, in the body line. I have 3. Discontinued fall, winter 2020. I do want to make a little comment, though, about that. Cozy Cardigan. It's in the fresh category. And it says, find bedded bliss in layers of soft suede, blushing rose, and amber silk. All right. A little bit off topic, but kind of along the same lines. Like I said, it got discontinued at the end of the fall, winter 2020. The expectation is that it would come back, especially since I think it had just kind of came back into the catalog, and they've added it to the body line. Well, early on, there was a scent that I like, and you will, when I get to it, I'll go over it. But I really liked it, and it has a scent note that you wouldn't think that I would like, but it's done right, so I like it. And it got discontinued at the end of that catalog season, but it had just, they had already said what the next catalog was going to have, and it had body line items for that scent. So I thought, I'm good. They put it in the body line. They just added it, they have a lot of stuff in the body line for it. So it'll come back next catalog. No, it didn't. And it's not too big of a loss since I have a gazillion bars, but I was disappointed that I couldn't get any more of it. So hopefully that won't happen to anybody who took a chance with Cozy Cardigan. I hope for you that it does come back. But I have 3. But I just wanted to kind of put out there that you can't go by the fact that, oh, they have it in a different line. It will come back, because my scent did not, even though it was in the body line. Next one is Cozy Chai. And this is one that I've had, as you can see, Cozy Chai came back in the Bring Back My Bars, but this is not a Bring Back My bar. This is one that I already had. And I have that. I originally purchased it in February 2019. I have 1 bar. Let me check my, let's see, fall of 2019. Maybe it's in there. Let me look in the back of the catalog. No. So I don't have the description. Well, I guess I do, because I have it in that Bring Back My Bar. But it was in the recent Bring Back My Bar, so chances are you already know what it smells like. I like it. It's not like my favorite or anything. I don't even think I picked one up in the Bring Back My Bar, because I knew I had that one, and I didn't feel like I needed more. So I have one. Then Dancing Sugar Plums, which was a new one in the fall-winter 2020. That was a new release. And Dancing Sugar Plums, Spiced Plum, Vanilla, and Cinnamon Apple. I wasn't too crazy about that one either. It didn't really work for me. Gosh, it is like wet for being relatively a new bar. Anyways, it wasn't really my favorite, but I do remember I mixed it with, oh my goodness, what is the name of that scent? It's a brick. It was a holiday brick from 2019, the Candy Cane Wishes. Candy Cane Wishes. I mixed it with Candy Cane Wishes, and that I liked. Wouldn't seem like it would be something that would go well, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. I actually thought it improved the Dancing Sugar Plums, and I think I'm going to leave this one up here too, just to put that one in the refrigerator for a little while. And I have 2 of those. So I still have my Candy Cane Wishes, and that's how I'm going to use those 2. Now, I miss this one so much. I have Dewy or Don't We. I have said before that I love cantaloupe scents. I really, really love that one. Dewy or Don't We, and was discontinued at the end of the spring-summer 2020. And it says, we definitely do. Just crushed basil over ripe cantaloupe is a gift from the garden gods. This is one that I really, really enjoy. And when they discontinued it, I don't know if you've heard my story on one of my videos, but when they discontinued it, I put it in my club. And you know, they did all those changes to the club. And so at one point I moved everything into like one frequency, and then I started to add things into a second frequency or whatever afterwards. But after I moved them to everything to one frequency, I didn't pay attention. Like, I didn't go in there and go, is that there? Is that there? Is that there? I didn't do that. I just thought that it worked. And when I went to go add another frequency one time, it wouldn't let me do it. I was having the hardest time. It just wouldn't let me do it. And I didn't want to add any more to that one frequency, because I was doing the, why don't I break it up and I can get a second half price item that way. So I had to go through support. They fixed it, and they said that there was a glitch in my thing, and they fixed it for me, and they said that there was somebody else too. I don't know who it was, but they fixed my glitch, didn't know what the glitch was, and that I could go ahead and do it. So I kept going, and I was getting so many bars that I didn't realize that I was not getting Dewy or Don't We in my club anymore until the new catalog information came back, and I was looking through, and I saw that Dewy or Don't We didn't make it back. And it was like something went off in my head, and I thought, wait a minute, I don't remember seeing it in my club order. Wait. And I hurry up and I went and checked my club, and it was gone. Not only was Dewy or Don't We gone, but I do remember that the grapefruit orange from the Mix It collection was gone. So those 2 I do remember for sure that were there and were gone. And I was so upset because at that point, that's it. I couldn't get them to add it back in. If I had known that was the glitch, maybe I could have fought to get those items put back in, even though it probably wouldn't have happened and they probably wouldn't have been able to do it. But my Dewy or Don't We is now gone, and I don't know if it's one of those scents that's super popular with other people. I've tried, I'm sure many of you have tried, when it's Bring Back My Bar, you try to get your favorite scent voted back, and it seems like it doesn't matter how many times you go in there and vote, you just can't get it, because there seems to be other things that are just more popular for other people. And so I'm afraid Dewy or Don't We may never come back. So I have, luckily for me, I do have 6 bars, and talk about hoard. I will absolutely hoard my Dewy or don't we's until I just can't anymore. I'll probably will try to do no more than, if I have 6, no more than 2 bars a year, just so that I can make it last me a little bit longer unless it gets voted back. So that was a long story, but I miss Dewy or don't we? Next on my list is Farmer's Market. Oh, speaking of, this was another one that got booted out. Yeah, this was another one because I do remember I put Dewy or don't we, and I put Farmer's Market, and I put Grapefruit Orange. Those 3 were in my club, and none of them are now. So I don't have any more Farmer's Market. Luckily, I had 5 of those. So Farmer's Market would have been in the catalog for Spring Summer 2020 also. And let's see. Farmer's Market was in the floral section. And it's got kind of a weird description, but it says crunchy carrot and cucumber with a hint of rose will have you seeing and smelling green. I tell you what, I don't get rose at all from Farmer's Market. To me, Farmer's Market was just this greener, beautiful greenery scent. I just touched it and it's kind of oily. Oh, I love it. I love, love, love it. And I have 5, and I'm absolutely going to have to use that one because that one's kind of oily. So, okay. I have to get over it, but I will. And the next one, oh, okay, yes. The next one, Farmer's Market, yeah. Next one is Farm Stand Pumpkin, which would obviously be from the Fall Winter catalog. Farm Stand Pumpkin, Discontinued. So you probably already know it. It says apple, cinnamon stick, pumpkin, and caramel. Good pumpkin kind of scent, and I have 2. This one is one of those, it's not like my favorite scent, but I really like the performance per se. And that is Fiddle Leaf Fig. And this one I have that the last time it was in the catalog was the Fall Winter 2019. So let me find my Fall Winter 2019 book. There we go. And Fiddle Leaf Fig. Oh my goodness. What? Last time in the catalog, Fall Winter 2019. And in the Fall Winter 2019, it was a new release. So it's only been in 1 catalog. And that's a shame. It's not the best scent per se. I mean, I kind of like it. It's actually one that has kind of grown on me, and I think it performs awesome. It does really, really well. It says a botanical haven brimming with wild fern, mission fig, and hints of crushed rosemary and coconut water. It has kind of this sharp green scent to it. Like some of the greeneries, like Farmer's Market, I get greenery, but it's a soft greenery. It just kind of, it's just a soft kind of green scent. Whereas Fiddle Leaf Fig is kind of has a punch in it. It kind of punches you with that greenery. But I've done Fiddle Leaf Fig on that landing, and wow, performs great. And it smelled really good. Just this greenery, nice greenery scent. So I think it's one of those that, you just have to be careful where you put it. But unfortunately, it is no more, and I only have 1. So we'll see. Maybe one day it'll come back and I'll bring back my bar. Next one is First Day of Fall, which would have left at the end of the Fall Winter 2020. Go back to that catalog. I'm sure you know that one. First Day of Fall. In the spice, just picked pumpkin, breath of autumn woods, ground nutmeg, and a spicy dash of cinnamon. I really enjoyed First Day of Fall. I thought it was really, really nice. And I have 1. So hopefully it will come back so that I can do it again, but I like to do that one based on the name. I actually like to do that one on the first day of fall, and then anything left over that I don't use from that particular bar, I'll just use later in the season. This one I really, really like. It's called Grapefruit and Grenadine. And Grapefruit and Grenadine, I have that the last time it was in the catalog was the spring, summer 2020, which of course that means that it didn't come back for this spring and summer. Let's see, I'm thinking citrus maybe? Yes, Grapefruit and Grenadine, splashes of sparkling grapefruit and juicy pomegranate garnished with zesty orange peel. I really like this one. In fact, even more so my husband did. He really liked Grapefruit and Grenadine. It's got a beautiful, beautiful grapefruit scent. And you get that little bit of what grenadine smells like or tastes like maybe. I'm not even sure. It's just it's just really, really nice. Really nice. And I'm surprised it didn't come back, and I'm sad that it didn't come back. But I do have 3 of those. Let's see, I got to turn the page because that's the bottom of my page. All right. The next one. Get my paper ready so that I can hold the place. All right. The next one is called Huckleberry Cinnamon. And I had the hardest time with this one. I even made a note that I believe I picked it up in clearance. I should have put it maybe in the clearance flash sale section, but I couldn't figure out for sure if that's where I got it. I kept thinking that maybe it was even a limited time offer from one of the 2019 or something, but it wasn't. But the reason I say I think I picked it up in clearance is I did find in one of my very first orders a scent circle of Huckleberry Cinnamon. So that to me told me it had to have been an actual bar for me to get the scent circle. Let me look at the fall winter, because I think I looked for it in the fall winter 2019 and I don't think I saw it. No, there is no Huckleberry Cinnamon in the fall winter 2019. So if it wasn't available in fall winter 2019, I had to have picked it up in clearance or a flash sale. But it would have been a bar that was available back then. And the fact that I only have one kind of does make me think that maybe I did get it in a flash sale. But here we go again. Dancing Sugar Plum, all oily looking and stuff. Some of the older ones I can kind of see. The Chili Mango's not that old. And, Huckleberry Cinnamon. I probably picked it up in 2019 or the end of 2018 even. And that thing is dry. I'm like, what? Why do they do that? Why do some of them get all oily and some of them stay all nice and pretty? Very tree-like, but I almost get a cinnamon in there or something else. I'm not really sure. Oh, it says Huckleberry. Okay, I guess it's supposed to be berries. Well, Huckleberry. Yeah, that makes sense. Not berries, but Huckleberry. It smells good. Not really my favorite in terms of the tree kind of scents, but I like Happy Holidays more, Cold Sniff. Next one is Homestead Holiday. And I hope I'm not rambling too much. I'm just having fun with you. I'm actually kind of tired. I got up early to do the first video. I had a really long work day and I'm probably getting a little punchy here. Homestead Holiday, discontinued end of fall winter 2020. So definitely should be one that you're familiar with. I love Homestead Holiday, blood orange, cinnamon, and fir needle. And based on the description, I remember thinking I would never like this, but the very first time I warmed it, I put it in a warmer without looking at the scent description. I loved it. I remember thinking the room smelled fantastic when I did that. So I love Homestead Holiday, and I only have one, so please come back. Next one is Honey Pear Cider. And I have 2 discontinued fall winter 2020. Let's see. Honey pear cider. I was thinking maybe bakery, but no. I'm not really sure where honey pear cider is. I don't want to spend a lot of time. It says fall winter 2020. Probably you have smelled it before. It's not coal sniff. It's not really my thing. It's something that I would use as a mixer. For me, it's a mixer. In fact, the one that I had, I mixed it based on a recommendation. I mixed it with winterberry apple tea, and I thought it diluted my my winterberry apple tea too much, and so I personally didn't like that mix. Only because it diluted the winterberry apple tea too much. Then I have Huckleberry Wreath. And this one says the last time in the catalog was the fall winter 2019. Because I was like, that's why I looked at it like, did I put that in the right category? Like, I don't even remember that one. Oh, look at that. It's even on the, it's on the page right here for holidays in the 2019. It was actually a new release. Oops, there goes my little pages on my catalog. Sorry about that. But here's the new release page, and there is Huckleberry Wreath for 2019. And it says last time in the catalog was fall winter 2019, so I guess it didn't do that well. And it says for the holidays or any days, crimson red currant and a handful of huckleberries brighten a wreath of frosted fir. All right. I have to smell it because I don't even remember what this smells like. And I only have one. Not too wet, just the very edges, and it looks more like damp, not wet. Very, very tree-like. Very tree-like. So it's crimson recurrent handful of huckleberries, the frosted fir. So I'm guessing it's the fir that I'm picking up. I'm really not, maybe, ever so slight. I don't know if it's the huckleberries or the currant. I wouldn't know what either one of them would smell like, but it's mostly tree scent. It's not bad. I mean, I guess it didn't do well though, since it was only there for one season. So, I did say I only had one, yes. And then my next one is Hug in a Mug, which was discontinued at the end of the fall winter 2020. I think we all know what that one smells like too. Hug in a Mug, Hug in a Mug. Hug in a Mug in bakery, chocolate, hazelnut, and cookie dough. I think it smells really good. I like Hug in a Mug, and I have 3. Then also from the fall winter 2020 is Just For You. I'm going to look in the woods. It was new. So it was a new release in the fall winter 2020. Right, this is the fall winter, yes. Wild Blackberry offers one-of-a-kind sweetness to a forest of fir balsam and pine needles. So again, would have been one of those seasonal scents that they discontinued because it was a seasonal scent. So maybe it'll come back since it was new. I think it'll obviously be determined based on how well it did, since we've now seen some that never came back. So next on, oh, did I say? No, I did not. Just For You, I have 1. This is not what's supposed to be next. Okay. Oh, I think this was in a different category. All right. Next on my list is Maple Apple Bourbon. And Maple Apple Bourbon discontinued fall winter 2020. And where have I seen Maple Apple Bourbon? It's in the Spice. It's a bestseller. I don't think I've ever used the bar. I have 1. You can definitely pick up the maple in this. I don't mind that. I like the smell of maple. I actually had picked this up in a car bar clip, and my husband used it in his car, and it did really well. It smelled good too. That car smelled wonderful. So definitely liked it in the Carbar clip. Then Mineral Oasis, which was only, there we go, it was only available in the spring summer 2020. So that's another one that was in one catalog only, did not come back in this spring summer. So it would have been in the new releases there. Mineral Oasis, Dewy Seagrass and Blooming Osmanthus drift across dreamy turquoise waters. I think it's a nice scent. I think it's just not a very strong performer. So I think that might have been the problem with it. I think if it had been a stronger performer, it probably would have did much better, because even for like a fresh scent, like I said, a lot of times I don't like watery scents. This does not have whatever that note is that I don't like. This one's really good. It's just not a very strong performer. So for like me, it's something that I'm going to use either as a mix with something, or I'm going to use it in that half bath where I keep the door closed, since it's a smaller room. So I only have this one, and it's looking pretty sweaty. So I think it's going to go in the pile to go in the refrigerator for a little while. Then my next one is Mojito Mambo. And Mojito Mambo got discontinued in the spring summer 2020, did not come back this year. And let's see, I forgot where Mojito Mambo lives. Mojito Mambo was in Fresh, and it said sparkling club soda, crushed lime, and muddled mint leaf sway away with white rum. I personally have never tried Mojito Mambo. It was one that on cold sniff, it didn't wow me. I didn't think it smelled bad. It just didn't wow me. So I just never got around to warming it. But my sister really liked it. She had it in her club for a little while, and she thought it was really good. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to pick one up so that I can give it a try. So I have 1 bar of Mojito Mambo. And I think maybe this summer I'm going to go ahead and give that one a try. Then I have, this is a bar that is coming back in the Bring Back My Bar for June of 2020. And I actually had recently given my sister, this was one that it had shown up in the clearance at some point. And I had bought some originally. I had it in my club way back when, in like early 2019. And back then, when I became a consultant in 2019, I couldn't transfer my club to myself. I would have had to have left it under a different consultant. And I felt like, well, I should have my own club. So I had to cancel my club to start a new one. And so I lost, and that's why like Vanilla Oud and Vanilla Suede, different bars like that, I have been waiting for because when I canceled that club, I couldn't get those back. So this was one that I had in the club. I picked it up in the clearance. I have that at some point I had 7 bars. I know I had more than 7 bars at some point. And I gave my sister some recently when she was here, and she really enjoyed it. And that is Palo Santo, which I said is coming back in the Bring Back My Bar in June. It's a really nice scent. I have that. It was in my Scentsy Club in October of 2018. So let me check real quick the fall of 2019 to see if by chance it was in that catalog. Let me look at the names in the back. No, Palo Santo was not there, but scent descriptions will be... well, you would have seen it in voting if you voted, and obviously when they release the little sheet that has all the scent descriptions, you'll have the scent description for Palo Santo. But to me, it basically has a very nice kind of incense kind of smell. I like it. I think it's really good. So now I have 4. Like I said, at some point I had 7, but now I have 4. So that's actually going to last me well until the June supply comes in. The next one is Perfect Peppermint. Discontinued fall winter 2020. Really nice, deep, rich kind of peppermint kind of scent. I like it. It smells really, really good. And I have 1 bar. Now I come to the scent that I thought, in my story that I told you with Cozy Cardigan, this is the scent that I thought, oh yeah, it will come back because they added it to the body line. They've got a bunch of body products in there. It'll come back, and it did not. And that is pineapple, coconut, vanilla. And the fact that it says pineapple, yeah, this is one where pineapple for me was done perfectly. I love this scent. And I have that the last time it was in the catalog was the spring summer 2019, and that I only have 1 bar. That's a little bit of a fudge because I have 1 bar that I actually purchased from Scentsy, but I mentioned that I've like traded with another consultant before, and I've actually have gone to places where, you know, they have the fairs and stuff and they're selling stuff. And I think I got another either 3 or 4 bars from somebody that I bought, some pineapple, coconut, vanilla. So I actually have a few more than that, a few more than the one that I just said. Spring, summer. Here we go. Spring, summer 2019. So let me find pineapple, coconut, vanilla. I'm thinking fruity. Yes, fruity. Pineapple, coconut, vanilla. Ride the wind alongside coconut, pineapple blush, and blue fig. And like I said, it is a scent that for me, it's a pretty purple. And oh my gosh. If you've smelled the body line, you know what pineapple, coconut, vanilla smells like. Love this scent. I mean, I truly get a lot of the coconut. The pineapple isn't as strong, and it just blends in there so beautifully. I keep hoping that one will get voted back. I don't know. I don't know why they ever took it out. I love that scent. So pineapple, coconut, vanilla, 1 bar, but I think I have 3 other ones beside that. Then I have Porch Pumpkin, which I have that the last time it was in the catalog was the fall winter 2019. So that wasn't even a one that we would have just had. I picked that one up before. Let's see. Spice pumpkin roll. Bakery, fruity, citrus, fresh, woods. It's in the woods. Porch Pumpkin. Take to the top step with fresh picked pumpkin, acorn, and autumn air. So this is going to be a pumpkin that does not have a spice to it. Yeah. Very just kind of soft pumpkin smell, but not like pumpkin marshmallow that smell like a canned pumpkin. Doesn't smell like that either. I'm trying to get it out. And the bars looks good. It has a little bit of a sweetness to it. Like the pumpkin meat kind of thing. But not pumpkin puree from a can. Just pumpkin. It smells good. I think it smells really good. I like it. And Porch Pumpkin, I have 2. So that'll be good for this coming fall. I'll enjoy that then. Then from the, would have been discontinued in the fall winter 2020, I have Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, which I'm sure you know what that one smells like since it was in the current last catalog. Pumpkin, cinnamon, the sweet icing that you put on it smells really, really good. And I have 1. And then the next one is Pumpkin Roll, which was also in the catalog in the fall 2020. And this one basically smells a lot like the Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl without the icing swirl. And in this particular one, I'm not really picking up the cinnamon so much either. I don't know. Maybe it's this bar. Maybe it's on the bottom. I don't think I warmed this one at all last year. Yeah, I get the cinnamon, but it's very light. It's good. And I have one of those. And then the other one that I had hidden in the bedroom with that candy crave. This was one where it didn't get taken out of my club by somebody. Big dummy me took this one out of my club just before. So after after it would have been discontinued after the 2019, I guess, I was expecting it to come back in the spring, summer 2020. And I don't know. I think it was because back then with the club, you had the 6-packs, right? And I was trying to limit my stuff, and I really just needed to get rid of an entire 6. I just had too many. And the other ones were all scents that I was willing to give up. It was really just this one that I wanted to keep, but I couldn't do that without making another 6-pack. So I kind of played the odds, and I thought, oh, it'll come back. And it didn't. And I was so disappointed. So disappointed. But it's the way it goes. So that is Rainforest Bungalow. I loved Rainforest Bungalow last time, spring, summer 2019. So let me find that catalog real quick. Let me turn them upside down so I can find them easier. Spring, summer 2019. And Rainforest Bungalow was in the fresh category, and it says take the road less traveled through emerald palm frond, dewy lemongrass, and aloe flower. This is one that I could warm any time of the year for me. It definitely had a greenery scent, so it did better in spring and summer. But golly, I love this scent. Oh, I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. And I have 3. Oh, yeah, I did have 3 in the drawer. I was thinking I only had 2, but it was 2 Candy Crave. And yeah, I will definitely be hoarding this one. I may use one this spring, summer, and try to hold on to the other 2 in hopes that it will get voted back at some point, because I absolutely adore Rainforest Bungalow. Next on the list is another one that was discontinued in the after the fall winter 2020, and that is Silver Bells, which I believe is a pretty big favorite among people. I think it's okay. It's not my favorite. I don't know. I had only warmed it once, or one bar, and I don't know, maybe it was the bar that I had, but it came across very waxy to me. So I wasn't happy with it. So I don't know. I'll give it a try again next year, at least with the bar that I have. So next on my list is Snowberry. And Snowberry, I have 5, and that's because it is in my club. I think I picked up 1 or 2 at the end of the season, and then I added it to my club just to make sure. That is definitely a scent that I love. I think it has a different kind of description, I would say. Let's see, where is Snowberry? Snowberry. But I love Snowberry. It's in the fruity, and it says luscious blend of loganberry, strawberry, peppermint, and zesty cinnamon. And I tell you what, I think most people agree that, yeah, you don't really get cinnamon from this. You tend to think cinnamon, you're going to get that strong cinnamon. No, I personally don't get any cinnamon from this. I don't even know that I would say I get peppermint. I think I get probably what I would consider to be probably the combination of the loganberry and strawberry, and I don't even really get like a strong strawberry scent. I think it's just like a beautiful, sweet kind of berry scent, but not a berry like strawberries and cranberries, and I just love snowberry. I think it is so beautiful, and it does beautifully in the fall winter time. So I have 5 of those. Then I picked this one up because I had never tried it. It was being discontinued. It was discontinued at the end of the spring summer 2020. I think it might even have shown up in the clearance section at some point, but I did pick up one, and I still haven't tried it yet, and that is Southern Sweet Tea. And I think I haven't tried it, although it might be something I'm more willing to try now, but when you just see the name, I think a sweet tea, right? And being in the South, you know, sweet tea is delicious, but it actually has a very strong peach tea scent. It smells like peach tea, and I've said before I'm not big on peach, but I have definitely started to come around on that. So I might give that one a try in the summertime. I might do Southern Sweet Tea in like part of the house, and maybe Taste of Summer in another part of the house, and have like different tea scents going. That'd be kind of cool. Southern Sweet Tea, I only have one. Next one is a awesome scent from the fall winter, and that is Stroopwafel Delight. And discontinued at the end of 2020, but I think it was a new scent in 2019. I just want to double check that because I think it was. Yes, it was actually a new release in the fall winter 2019. Came back in 2020, so hopefully it will come back again in 2021 in the fall winter catalog. It says a cozy twist on a traditional Dutch treat made with creamy vanilla, rich melted butter, and cinnamon. And they have like a little picture, a tiny picture of a stroopwafel at the bottom of the page. That right there, that little dessert kind of thing. And they are so good. I've had them before. They are absolutely delicious. And I have said before in other videos that this has a fantastic throw. I've said before that bakeries for me, even though I like them a lot of times, I don't get the performance from them that I'm looking for. I don't know if it's just my nose, the way it works, and it just doesn't pick up bakery all that well unless it's a really good performer. This is one. Stroopwafel Delight does fantastic. So much so, I've mentioned before that at one point, I don't have it in my kitchen anymore, but I had the little toaster element warmer in there, and it's an 8-watt element warmer. 8-watt element warmers have a little bit of a reputation for not throwing that well, not getting the best performance from your wax from it. And I've put 1 cube of Stroopwafel Delight in that 8-watt element warmer in my kitchen, and I remember I could smell it on the other end of the living room. It threw that well. That is an awesome performer. Love, love, love Stroopwafel Delight. And Stroopwafel Delight, I have 4 because I don't want to be without that one. That is awesome. Then I have this one, which I have marked that I purchased in February 2019, and I'm thinking maybe I said that because it's probably not in the catalog for me to tell you what it smells like. No. So if I got it in February 2019, it was probably in the clearance, probably from something that had already been discontinued before that. And that is, and I've been holding on to it since February 2019 because I only have the one, and that's Toffee Butter Crunch. And I love toffee smells. Kind of reminds me, we have that, what is it, came out, the salted caramel toffee? Was that the name of the brick? Salted caramel toffee? I don't know. But Toffee Butter Crunch smells so good. So good. Trying to get the bar out so that I can smell it a little better. And again, February 2019, nice and dry. There's not a bit of wetness on it. Oh my gosh. I love toffee though. I love toffee. My husband was going to the store the other day. I said, "Oh, could you stop at Walgreens and could you pick me up like a couple of either Heath bars or the Score bars? You know, it's basically like a Heath bar." Because I'll get in that mood where I just want to have like a Heath bar. I want that toffee flavor. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine. I don't want to not ever warm this because I want to enjoy it, but I can't imagine ever not having it. This, to me, doesn't smell like Stroopwafel Delight, but it smells like it would have the performance of Stroopwafel Delight. It smells awesome. Okay, so next time we are voting for the fall kind of scents, because I think this would fall in that area. Toffee Butter Crunch. Somebody else can comment and let us know if you've had Toffee Butter Crunch, because if you were purchasing before I ever did, you may have had several bars of it. You have probably warmed it. You could tell us whether it had good performance or not. I might even do a search through Patricia G's Tester Tuesdays, because she could very well have done this. And I need to find out what kind of performance it had, because oh my gosh, that smells awesome. I'm sorry, I only have one. My goodness, that is good. And then I have Tropic Tango, which after that one, this one would pale in comparison. So the last time Tropic Tango was available was in the spring-summer 2020. That means it did not return for this one. I'm trying to find my 2020 one. Here we go. Spring-summer 2020. Tropic Tango to me, I thought was like along the same lines as like Go-Go Mango, but I tried Tropic Tango. It wasn't my favorite. I thought it was okay. Where is it? It's not in fruity. Oh, it's in citrus. And it says, get in the groove with Tangelo zest, mango puree, and coconut milk. Yeah, I don't remember getting very much mango from it because, like I said, I absolutely love mango. I think I get more of that Tangelo zest. Maybe there's a little bit of the mango puree in there, but it's so minute that my nose doesn't hardly pick it up. And I remember that when it warmed, I thought it was okay, but I wasn't super thrilled by it. So I have one. Then from the fall-winter 2020 discontinued list is Vanilla Mint. Now this one I absolutely love, and I think I especially love it in the pod. I loved having that in my little mini fan diffuser on my desk during the winter. Oh my gosh, that smelled so good. And I have 3, and that's because it's in my club. Gosh. Love that. Love Vanilla Mint. So I have that one. Then we have Very Merry Cranberry and discontinued fall winter 2020. Very Cranberry. It's in the catalog that you've probably already have. You've probably even tried it. I can't remember if I've tried it. I don't think I ever have. Again, cranberry scents kind of scare me, so I feel like my window for something like that for me is like after Thanksgiving and until Christmas, and that's a very short time span for melting wax, and there's usually so many things coming out, and there's the limited time offers and things like that that I just can't get them all in. So haven't tried that one yet. Next one is Waves and Wonders, which was says last time in the catalog was spring summer 2020. So where's my spring summer? Here we go. Spring summer 2020. I'm thinking fresh based on the fact that it's called Waves and Wonders. Yes, fresh. Waves and Wonders. Dewy beach grass and coastal cypress will have you feeling the amber sand between your toes. Yeah, I think this one has that watery note that I'm not crazy about. Yeah, I think so. It's been a while since I warmed it. That's why I can't really tell you if I liked it or not. But the fact that it has really been a while since I warmed it leads me to think that it has a note in there that I'm not crazy about in the watery kind of sense. It smells okay on cold sniff, but doesn't smell like something that I would really gravitate towards. And I only have one. And then, looks kind of discolored. My, probably one of my favorites from the fall winter catalog, which I don't necessarily think is just fall winter. And that is Winterberry Apple Tea, which is definitely in my club. I love this. I've had this. I said I had this in my Scentsy Go 1 pod Winterberry Apple Tea with 1 pod of Lucky and Love. I really like that. Done this by itself. Mixed it before. Didn't like the mix. To me, this just by itself just smells so good. I get a little bit of the tea. I get that winterberry and the apple together. Gosh, it smells so good. I really, really, really like that. It's in my club. I have 6 of them. And that is it for the rack of what's here for the discontinued. So an hour and 16 minutes right now. So I'm going to try to hurry up and close this off. But I do want to tell you the total for that now. So we went through discontinued. I had 56 different scents. A total bars in that category of 111. And prior to that, I had counted scent of the month, licensed, clearance flash sale, the current collection, and now the discontinued. And adding that discontinued brings me to a total count of bars of 554. And at that point, I would think any of you would probably say, okay, that's like way too much already. Like that's a ton of wax. It would take forever to get through 554 bars of wax. Well, I have not done limited time offer, and I have not done bring back my bar. And those are my biggest categories. So I still have those to do, and I'm going to try real hard maybe to do them as just 2 more videos so that I can finish it for you, and then at the end show you my my cube setup. I have cubes down here in this room, and then now that I'm using that room above the garage, I have some more cubes in there to be able to put all the overflow of cubes that of bars that I just had in boxes because I just didn't have any place to put them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some scents in there that maybe you hadn't seen before. Obviously, a lot of them were discontinued recently, but there were some that were discontinued a while back. So I hope you found some that you hadn't seen before that maybe you might be interested in, that you'll find an interest maybe in voting in the Bring Back My Bars Toffee Butter Crunch. My goodness. Please, if you've tried Toffee Butter Crunch, you've actually warmed it, let us know what kind of performance it has, because that definitely sounds like something I would want to vote for. And until next time, enjoy your scents, enjoy your day, and enjoy your journey. Talk to you later. Bye.